Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. We want to be taking another look at the JASMY price chart. Of course, I've been away for quite some days, really. I took a step back to try and see what really was the JASMY price chart trying to do here and, the general rest of the market. And I've got some things that I found for you, and I hope this video is going to be of much value to you, right? It's really going to be a short one. So I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for JASMY content will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Now, before I get too much into the video, I just want to have a spoiler alert for you. I'm still very much bullish on the JASMY price that I will outline the reasons, obviously, but let me start here with the tweet that I was making. I think this was on the 9th of January, and during this time, the JASMY price that was still very much dumping towards the downside. I was coming out and saying, you know what, I think for the most part, the worst part is done here for JASMY. I think the worst case scenario would be something like 2.8 cents, and then from there it's up. Then you can see the chart that I was posting here. So let me take you back to that, then I'll add a little bit more to that analysis to just tie everything up nice and easy. So we have got the JASMY price set here on the left side, then I have got another JASMY price that you can see here on the right side. Now you may be asking, what's the difference between the two? So you see here, the one on the left is the current price action of JASMY that we are seeing between, let's say, the 24th of December up until today. Then what you are seeing here on the right is the JASMY price at back in like from 10 June up until 5 December 2024, right? So that's last year's price section here. Now this is happening on a daily time frame. What we are seeing here, we are looking at recent price action again from the 24th of December up until where we are today. So this is much more local, and this is the 4-hourly time frame. What I want you to notice here is that the structures here are very similar. Market makers at some point, they just repeat the same structures that they've played before, and that's exactly what you are seeing here, because you can't tell me that this is by coincidence. Let me show you the similarities real quick, and I'll show you where I think the JASMY price that is headed. Take a look at this downward price section here. We call it 1, and then we go to the second structure here, the price section between June and December, and you can see here this initial drawdown we call 1, obviously. Then the price managed to recover in a fashion which was very interesting, very quick, and you can see we highlighted that one. Let's come to that moment again, which is our leading blueprint right at this point, and you can see the same thing happening basically. Then from there we had like a very big capitulation, which pretty much sent this whole thing into a very crazy moment, and you can see almost the same thing right there. But what was more interesting here was the fact that the correction that you did towards the upside here was in the form of an A, B, C correction, and then you're also seeing the same thing that was happening back between June and November, A, B, C as well. So you can see our current price section up until this point has just mimicked what we have seen in the past before. Now it's not yet over. Now take a look at this part here. We have got a range kind of a thing where you have this double top. Let me just indicate that one more time. You see this top and then the C leg top. You're also seeing pretty much the same thing with the old price section that we were seeing back between June and December. And you can also see here a peak here and another peak from the C leg. So that's great. Then let's go ahead and demarcate that one as one similarity. As you can see, the second peak was being made there. Then we also had the same thing right here for JASMY as well with recent price section. Then from there, look at how the bottom formed here, and this is where I was coming with the 2.8 cents mark, that you had this initial scary drop, and then after that price kind of stabilized, and then eventually they found the bottom in a move that really sentiment was really down there. Nobody was willing to touch the price. I think this is the same thing that we have seen with JASMY. Very much negativity here, then the price kind of waddles down a little bit only to find a bottom here, and I bet you 100% a person looking at me making this video right now is like, this guy is the craziest MF that I've ever seen on planet Earth. How can he say that JASMY is bullish at this point? But I want to be bold enough to say that I think this was the bottom here right around 2.8 cents. Just as I was posting in this post on the 9th of January. I mean, if it doesn't happen, it means definitely that I was wrong, and of course I will take that. But for now, I think this was the bottom right around 2.8 cents, and from here we're going to be seeing the price slowly but surely get back to the top of the range, that is 4 cents, and from 4 cents I'm still expecting Jasmy to go ahead and reach 8.3 cents. I hope everything is very much understood from this structure, that what is left now, since we have gotten back to the bottom of the structure here, is price action. That would look like something like this, meaning our price is still on its way to something like 8.3 cents. Now, we were saying that we expect Jasmy to pump 150% back then when we were close to 4 cents, but now that the prices actually dropped down to something like 3 cents, 2.8 cents. Now, what I'm expecting for the Jasmy price to do is something like a 200 something percent back to 8.3 cents. Then I definitely think that everybody's going to be happy. So, I mean, hopefully this thing plays out nice and easy. But I think not only taking a look at the Jasmy price, I mean, can we find other confluence around the market? This is the total market cap of crypto, and something very interesting has happened here. So let me just go ahead and show you from scratch where I'm coming from. You see this line here is the previous all-time high back in 2021. And what the price action has done so far, I mean, believe it or not, the market cap of all crypto has just been back testing this whole thing. I mean, take a look at this, right? Now we even have like a massive demand candle. You can see this week here, this week. So it means that the big players are buying right in this demand zone, and that's great, really. Now, what I was saying that is more interesting is that, yeah, you know, we tend to forget this was the same exact scenario that we were having back in 2021. I mean, take notice of this. This was the previous all-time high, okay, in 2018, I should be saying. But look at the backtest that we were having, also very much similar to what we are having in current price action today. So this is nothing new in markets. We have seen this kind of things before. Unfortunately, they are very difficult to live through. So what I did here is I went on to copy this fractal right with the backtest, and then I came and pasted it right here, and it's a perfect fit. Now what this would mean is that the market still has got some room to grow towards the upside. So yes, CF is still very much bullish. The bears may have won a battle, but I don't think they've won this war towards financial freedom. I think we're going to make it. And yeah, it sounds all like, you know, moon boy stuff and stuff like that. Yes, the Jasmy price that has bottomed right here, right around 2.8 cents, just as we were talking about earlier last week. But if it doesn't happen to be like that, definitely this means that this analysis was wrong. And of course, you know, we'll try again next time. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.